VP Dunkley, you spoke in the House this morning during Premier's question period, looking for some information. Will you give us a wrap up on what you heard from the Premier?
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. The Premier's question period is not shaping up to be all that one would expect it to be. In July, during the last Premier's question period, I asked questions in connection with Arbitrade, and the Premier was unable to answer them at that time, and I accepted that because he wanted to be accurate and specific with his answers. He committed at that time to follow up, and in spite of me following up, checking on the answers, I still not have received them yet. So today I asked further questions on the subject of Arbitrade. Obviously, we in the opposition will do everything we can to support the government to provide opportunity here in Bermuda, bringing new companies in with expertise that will create opportunities for Bermudians to get jobs. But it's our responsibility as an opposition to always vet and to ask questions. And this government, in spite of just over a year ago being on the other side of the floor in the House, where they ask questions over and over and over again, now they've changed to the other side and they are somewhat reticent to answer those questions. And they're simple questions. You know, Dennis, the Minister of Finance at the time was the Premier, who signed off on a license under the Companies Act Section 4AA, I believe, that allows land that was previously held by Bermudians to be sold to a non-Bermudian company, Arbitrade. He signed off on that. At the time in October, at the end of October, the Premier said that due diligence was done with financial and background checks. I simply asked the question today, what due diligence was done? And the Premier did not answer the question and said that some of these things are not a matter for public consumption. My words, not his. I think that's totally unacceptable. Simple fact is we sold land, Bermudian land, to a foreign company. We want the business in Bermuda, but we want to know what type of business is going to be in that building, what operations are going to run out of the building, and what type of background checks were done. I further asked the Honourable Premier which individuals within the company background checks were done on. The Premier would not answer that. And why do I continue to go down this road? Because red flags have been raised about this company, not just by me, but by many in the community. We have a responsibility in Bermuda to always protect our reputation, a reputation that we worked hard for a number of years to build, and now we need to protect it. We also need to protect any investor who would get involved with a new company. And then, as I said it on the floor of the House of Assembly before, and I'll repeat it again, that cryptocurrencies and initial coin offerings are risky business at best. Facts are that over 90% of initial coin offerings fail. Over 80% of initial coin offerings are set up by scammers. It's not a good track record. If we are going to endorse this type of business in Bermuda, and there can be some success in it, don't get me wrong in that, we need to make sure that we protect our reputation and protect all of those investors that get involved in something like this. And simple questions are not being answered by this government. Simple questions are not being answered by Arbitrade, yet slander and innuendo about those asking the questions is continued to be proliferated all over in various media circles. I'll continue on because we in the opposition have the best interests of Bermuda at heart, and if questions are not being answered, that means that those flags will remain up. And after all, Dennis, the sunshine of public scrutiny is the best way to have accountability.
Getting ready for the Christmas break, your plans for the holiday break, and some words for the public?
Thank you, Dennis. Getting ready for the Christmas break is always a very busy period in Bermuda, not only with political business, but there's a lot that goes on in the community until Bermuda shuts down over those couple of days. And so, yes, very busy. There's always a lot to do. Myself and my brother will continue with our Christmas hamper drive that we have done for about 20 years. We'll be helping needy charities in Bermuda and needy families again. And I'll have a busy week next year in dealing that, working with Salvation Army, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, the churches in my constituency, trying to spread a little bit of Christmas cheer. While there are many of us who are looking forward for the holidays with family and friends, we need to remember that in Bermuda there are many people that struggle. And if we can help make their holiday season just a little bit brighter, I think we'll all feel better about what we do. So, you know, I look forward to a very wonderful and relaxing holiday season with my family and trying to make others feel just a little bit better in where they are. So I'd like to take this opportunity, a bit premature, Dennis, to wish everyone in Bermuda a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year, and know that we'll keep working for you the best we can.